Hello again, and welcome to the next episode of Afterlife Artistry. Just in case you didn't know, I'm Natalie, I'm a taxidermist, and today we are going to be, I'm going to be showing you how I made, sorry about the light glare, set and framed with all the accessories and flowers and stuff, this Saba Blue Tarantula, which is Nikki's. If you want to go back and see the last video that I did actually doing the taxidermy, then I'll pop a link to the video there, so you can go back and, you know, have a go yourself or watch what I did. So that's what we're doing today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Face in your face. So first of all, we have all our pieces that we need to make our tarantula into the frame as accessories. So there's a Saba Blue, all pinned and dried. It took over a month. A box frame from IKEA. It's a deep one, so it's 6 centimeters, because you need these for tarantulas, as otherwise they get crushed under the glass. We've got some scroll leaf, which I've cut to size to the mounting piece. Then we have some dried leaves, or foliage should I say, some artificial black foliage, some dried roses, and some other pieces. Now I'm going to show you a time lapse of me sticking the first bits to the backing board. So firstly, I find my central point on the board where I'm going to stick the tarantula. I do this with a tape measure, as I've said before, just measuring horizontally and vertically to find the middle point. Then the next part, we take our tarantula specimen, and I've wrapped it in some organza mesh. It just keeps forward flies out or any unwanted bugs, to store it when it's drying for the month or so. And this one took about 5 weeks because it's a large specimen. You should, you want to give them as much time as possible. You can tell when they're dry, their legs are hard. There's no soft bits left on the body or legs at all. And here she is looking all fabulous, and the next part will be to carefully remove the pins, which there are a lot of. Now the pins are removed, we'll do a bit of measuring up. Now I just thought I'd give you a really good look at her up close. She's really stunning spider. One of the prettiest I've definitely had the opportunity to taxidermy and pin. So like I said, we're just going to do a bit of measuring up before we stick her to the backing sheet or scroll leaf. So I just place her in the middle where I've penciled in my middle point, central point should I say, and then we'll just measure either side just to make sure that that definitely is central and it's the best place to pop her before then adding some glue. Now we want to add some glue to the carapace, underneath of the carapace, and then a little bit to the underneath of the abdomen. so it holds firmly to the backing board. Now a little bit more measuring before the glue takes hold, just in case you need to make any minor adjustments. I would advise to do this because, like I said, once the glue's dried and you've pushed down a little bit to form it up, it's not coming back off. Then we just take our fingers very gently and put a bit of pressure on so this spider holds to the backing. And now we're going to just start placing out our foliage, just playing around, seeing where we might like to put it, what would look best, what symmetrical shapes look good. I've just started with these long black artificial feathery type pieces because I like them. Unfortunately, you can't get black real flowers. So I like to put like a bit of height around this one, I think, before adding some depth. Now I just thought I'd show you a bit before we go into a time lapse, and then you can see how I built this picture up. So as you can see, this is what I'm thinking, what I've added, should I say. Some artificial black feathery things, some dried foliage, and then some different coloured roses in the top. I'm thinking this looks good now. So what I'd like to do is build it up with some dried rose leaves. This will make it look more 3D in the frame. Also covers these like white patches that look a bit bare at the bottom. It's a little bit fiddly, this bit, but it's quite an arty thing. If you enjoy stuff like this, you'll love it. I find it quite relaxing, to be honest. It's one of my favourite bits, is adding in all the accessory bits. Now, you wouldn't have noticed in the last clip, but whilst I was placing the dried leaves behind the roses, I accidentally snapped the leg. I was going to edit this out, but I think it's quite important to add stuff like this in. It happens. These specimens are fragile. You have to be really careful. I just thought I'd show you that with a bit of glue and a little bit of care and patience, you can fix it to make it look just as good as it was. Just make sure you've got glue on there and you wait for it to dry. So all that was left was to tidy it up a bit, make it look as symmetrical as possible, trim the ends off the roses and then place it into the frame. And this is a finished product. What do you think? Also, if you want anything made like this for yourself, please feel free to contact me. All the links will be in the description. So what did you think? Any comments, please leave them below. And if you liked it, then please give a big thumbs up, and to subscribe to my channel, then please. I do appreciate all the support. I just want to take this opportunity to thank Nikki personally, because not only did I get to taxidermy her beautiful spider that passed away, she also donates a lot of dead stock to me, as does Jay, the Spider King, and Phil Barber. So I just want to say thank you so much to those guys. I do really appreciate it. Well, obviously it comes in handy for my job, especially when you get species that you probably wouldn't even be able to source yourself. And any ideas for new videos, please, leave a comment, let me know. Other than that, until next time, see you soon. Goodbye. Face in your face.